Child, this show is just getting worse and worse and worse as the season goes on. And you know what? This is the one time, and I'm gonna keep saying it. This is the one time where I'm watching a reality show with everybody else, and I feel like we are all collectively on the same page. And I say this as somebody who, like, I literally just did a review for Potomac Housewives, and I got to do my review for Married to Medicine. And on those shows, you have people that feel a certain way, you got people that's in denial, you got people that's delusional, you got people that's protecting other people, and all of this, that, and the third. But when it comes to Baddies East, this is literally the first time that I've ever seen a reality show where we are all unanimously on the same side. Like, we are all collectively ready for this show to be over, for the reunion to happen, for everybody to be there, contractually obligated to be there, so we can go ahead and move on to the next thing smoking. Child, y'all want to talk about it?
Let's talk about it.
Shawty, come and swing my way. We ain't gotta waste no time now, baby. Put that all in my face. I just wanna bump and grind on you. But you love it so. Shawty, come and swing my way.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
If you want to see extended videos, exclusive content, including story times and more, subscribe to my Patreon. If you want to stay engaged and keep up with my commentary, follow me on Twitter. And if you would like to book a personal reading, you can go to my website, thealigningsouls.com, to schedule you a personal reading today.
So can I get an apology?
Can you get an apology for me?
Mm-hmm.
For what?
For mocking me.
I just told you what. Hold it.
Sis, hold on.
No, I'm just saying because I just told her what was the reason.
So can I get an apology?
Can you get an apology for me?
Mm-hmm.
For what?
For mocking me.
I just told you what. Hold it.
Sis, hold on.
No, I'm just saying because I just told her what was the reason.
So can I get an apology?
Can you get an apology for me?
Mm-hmm.
For what?
For mocking me.
I just told you what. Hold it.
Sis, hold on.
No, I'm just saying because I just told her what was the reason.
Ciao, what's going on, y'all? It's Scott Santana, aka Chi. And listen, y'all already know we got to get into this. Unfortunately, child, I feel like I'm contractually obligated to finish out this show. Okay, especially considering all the weeks that I done missed. And oh my God, I just don't understand how you have a good thing going and then you mess it up so easily. Like, how? Because I have been around since this whole BGC reboot was on OnlyFans, and they was scamming the girls. And then I was around for the conversation. Then I was around for ATL, which was whack. And then I was like, okay, I'm done. And then Baddies came out. I wasn't watching it. Then it got the fanfare on Twitter. I tuned into it. I loved it. Came back for West. Came back for East. And now here we are. And I'm kind of like, like, you know how they say you're supposed to like leave on your high note, like, because you want to be remembered for all that you've done, and you want to like remember yourself in the best light. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that with Baddies. I really don't know, because we all were excited for the season to happen, especially considering they on the East Coast, they in New York, you know what I mean? Like, they had Sukihana up here. It was the most girls that we had ever seen on one cast. You know, they had 2 different houses, but this season has just fallen so short in so many ways that I don't know if it's just a bad season or if we're done with the show completely as a whole. I don't know. But I do know one thing. Y'all better go ahead and like this damn video before we get into her.
It's getting hot in here. Baby, let me check your temperature. Don't ever think I ever. Baby, I'm feeling. Feelings on the causes. It's one thing you. Daddy gon' make it. It's your fault I'm soaking wet.
So we just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Okay. So listen, I tried to get the little screen grabs and shit up and whatnot, because I'm I decided I'm not gonna take notes for these shows. And if I'm able to, I'll try to put up screen grabs. Listen, sometimes these companies be flagging and whatnot. So the credit goes to Zeus, the credit goes to Zeus, the credit goes to Zeus. Okay, the credit goes to Zeus, the credit goes to Lumel Plummer, the credit goes to Natalie Nunn. I do not own the rights to these screen caps, okay? Like, do not try and take my channel down. Y'all making $18 million monthly, so why come for little old me? Why come for little old me that's only making $18 monthly? Like, do not come for my channel because I use screen grabs. I'm low key promoting the show. Like, okay. Now that we got the pleasantries out the way, let's go ahead and get into this shit because, like I said, I'm done taking notes. I'm gonna try to put the screen grabs up when I can, because it just makes it flow a little bit easier. It gives y'all something to look at since my beautiful face ain't on screen. And yeah, we start the episode off with the girls, because Natalie got to do her big producer one. Okay, we got to do the big producer one. Like, how last season everything was all about doing your big one. This season everything is all about standing on business. Standing on business. I'm standing on business. It's like, oh my God, y'all are aggravating. Y'all are really, really aggravating. Okay. And so Natalie, she got all the girls here because I guess in her mind, she feel like, oh, we all can come together and come to. No, Natalie, stop lying to these girls. Y'all know damn well that y'all do not have a house that's big enough to feed 50 motherfucking. Ooh, I'm not supposed to be cursing. Y'all know that y'all do not have a house that is big enough to be feeding 50 mother effers, okay, and housing 50 mother effers, okay, because it's damn near 75 girls on a cast. Then you got 100 security guards, okay, you got 20,000 office members that's up in there, you got janitors up in there, okay, you got a garbage man, you got a pizza deliverer, you got a truck drop. Like, it's just like, why are all of these people here? I told y'all, and I tell y'all every single time that I do a review, that is one of the things that I do not like about Zeus. I do not like it about Zeus because on reality shows, you're not supposed to break the fourth wall. That's number one. And part of not breaking the fourth wall is not just like talking about things that happen off camera or looking directly at the camera, but it also has to deal with cast members and crew members. Like, they're not supposed to interact. Like, at all. Like, cast members and crew members are not supposed to interact. Like, we should not be seeing production and assistant PAs and cameramen. Like, we should not be seeing all of them on screen at once. And why is it that every single time we have a scene, everybody has to be in the scene all together at once? Why? Like, it does not make sense. It does not make sense. So that's the number one thing that like pisses me off every time they get together, because honestly and truly, like, we know by now when Natalie says let's come together and talk, she really means it's fight night. So listen, just like they was getting on Smiley for coming to the club dressed in clothes, sweatpants and this, that, and the third. When Natalie says, oh, we need to sit and have a talk, oh, we all meeting up, baby, you need to still have your J's on it. Matter of fact, I don't even understand why they dressing up on this show, because it never gave luxury, it never gave opulence, it never gave Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Like, if anything, like, it's giving fight night in the hills. Okay, it's giving more Michael Vick than anything. Like, what are we doing? Because I'm seeing nothing but a bunch of bitches fighting. Michael Vick. Okay, anytime you on this show, we like say the ball gowns and all of that. Say that for the reunion. But in fact, not even a reunion. Y'all know how Natalie be coming to the reunion with the box braids and the cornrows and all of that. Like, that's how they need to be looking at all times on this show. Because it's never given opulence, it's never given luxury, it's never given what they keep trying to portray that it wants to give. Child, I don't even remember where I left off, but y'all already know when it comes to Natalie getting all of these girls together outside, it's a matter of, okay, be prepared to fight. So this episode picks up off where we still on this whole chain situation between Suki, Sapphire, and Smiley. And for the life of me, I don't understand what the girls don't understand. At the end of the day, Smiley came into Baddies East auditions doing what they were told to do and there to do. You know what I mean? At Baddies East auditions, that's where the girls gonna fight for no reason. We've literally seen time after time the judges literally tell them to fight, and that's all that happened. That's literally all that happened, was that they fought. at auditions. Matter of fact, I'm done talking. Let's go ahead and just get into the tea. Let's get into the actual clips that happen.
I'ma always stand behind my sister. You picked on my little sister, bitch. I do what the fuck I need to do. I make sure I maintain myself. I dare you. I went right up to her. She grabbed my leg. Bitch, I'm small. You thought you was gonna bully me? Can I get a drink? Small. No, baby. I'ma stand behind my sister and step behind my sister every time, ma.
See, this whole situation started because Mariah Lynn tries to make it look like, and this is my problem with Mariah Lynn, because Mariah Lynn's mouth is big. Mariah Lynn, you cannot have all of that mouth and your mouth be this damn big, and then you go around with your bark being bigger than your bite, but then yet when people want to bite back, then you want to say, oh, it's because I'm small, it's because I'm small, it's because I'm small. No, baby, that has nothing to do with it. At the end of the day, Smiley was at auditioning for her spot, just like Mariah Lynn was. And Mariah Lynn Smiley didn't know none of them girls that was in the room with her from a can of paint. She didn't know not near one of them rooms, and the girl, not, child, I'm all over the place. She didn't know not near one of them girls in that room from a can of paint. She had no idea that was Mariah Lynn's sister. All she knows is that this is what happened. And I'm going to play the clip one more time.
I make sure I maintain myself. I dare you.
At the end of the day, at these auditions, they asked for them to fight. The girl had the microphone. She couldn't hear. They only get about 2 minutes to speak on the microphone. So Smiley said, what? Okay, I'm about to go up and take the mic from you. Since you don't want to speak on the mic, since you're not really carrying like you're supposed to, and we all here to prove our worth and why we a bad bitch, I'm going to take the mic from you, and it's going to be my turn to speak. Since you acting like you don't want to be here, like you barely speaking, they can't hear you, and we got to prove ourselves anyway. It had nothing to do with, oh, let me size the girl up. Let me pick the smallest girl in the room. It had nothing to do with that. And I hate when people try to play semantics or play on the most obvious narrative when that's not what happened. It's not what happened. And the clip showed that. Mariah Lynn's sister was literally just some random girl within the auditions that was trying to audition. She could not speak up. She wasn't bold enough on the mic. So Smiley took the mic because, girl, like, you wasting time. We all here to prove ourselves. Like, we only get 2 minutes. Like, come on. Let's not act like we haven't seen the auditions and seen these girls literally be told no before they could even open their mouth. So I'm with Smiley. I would have done the exact same thing. And then Mariah Lynn felt like she had to jump in because that's my sister. That's my sister by blood. And then now that they're on the show, that's where everything started from. So now that we get back to the show, and we got this whole meetup and all of this outside, it's ridiculous to me. It's absolutely ridiculous to me. It's unnecessary because Sapphire and Sukihana was picking on that girl. They was picking on her, and I know that they was picking on her because we literally saw clips of the next episode where E.T. goes and picks up Piggy's shit, and they did not say anything. We literally see later on in the episode as E.T. and Sky both get on Biggie, and not near one of them said anything. But yet they here to bully the girls who, but like, none of it makes sense. So that's when we started seeing DJ Sky, and we see T pulling up. Okay, T obviously has not been featured around the girls too much because I guess she on her own thing. Apparently she messing with Lumel, and then DJ Sky is just a DJ, but they want DJ Sky to pull up. Like, this is how you know this is orchestrated for fights, because when do we ever see DJ Sky pull up? Only to fight. What was the reason of DJ Sky pulling up during the scene? There was none. So next thing you know, her and Animac, they get into it, because apparently today's supposed to be apology day. They start getting into it. They end up hugging it out. And I'm just like, this is the fakest BS I ever seen in my life. Okay, the fakest BS I ever seen in my life. Then we get to the point where now you got Smiley hugging Sapphire and Sukihana after they literally just sat and jumped her. And if you don't believe that they jumped her, hold up, because I'm going to show you that they jumped. Like, Sukihana literally ran up.
Get out of here. Get off my front hair. Get off my motherfucking front hair. Get off my front hair.
Like, Sukihana, what are you doing? What are you doing? Sukihana, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you trying to jump in the fight? Why are you trying to jump in the fight? And we're not even going to play the game of semantics of, oh, Sapphire was getting her ones in with Smiley. She had no idea that Sukihana was going to run up and... Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Because that's the type of girls that y'all are. That's the type of girls that y'all are. And then literally after Suki ran up, she says in her confessional, mind you, the whole reason why Sapphire wanted to fight Smiley was because Smiley was online saying that she got jumped, that she felt like girls was jumping her. Then they try to break it down like, oh no, I was trying to get the chain, and it's just that Mariah was hitting you, but I was trying to get the chain. Girl, y'all was jumping her. You had her in a chokehold. I don't care what your intent was. I don't care what your hands was doing. Like, you had her in a chokehold while Mariah was hitting her. That's considered jumping. And there's literal screen caps of Sukihana sitting there Smiley. So let me get this straight. We have this whole meetup. Sapphire, you say to Smiley, I don't want to fight you, but I'm going to fight you if you don't fight me. And the reason why I want to fight you, but I'm not going to fight you, but I'm going to fight you, is because you going online saying that we jumped you. We didn't jump you. I just had you in a chokehold while Mariah was hitting you. That's not jumping. But even though it is jumping. But that's the whole reason you want to fight her, because you mad that she went around telling everybody that y'all jumped her. But then as you sitting there getting your ones that was Smiley, here comes Sukihana trying to get her hits in, aka jumping. And then Sukihana turns around. Again, mind you, they both mad that Smiley went online saying that they was jumping when they wasn't jumping, but now they want to jump. Because now Sukihana is in a confessional talking about something, that's my best friend, and I'm a step for her every time. And yes, I'm a jump for my best friend. What? Get all of these girls off my screen. Because then immediately after that, we get back to hugging. Now all of a sudden you got Sukihana and Sapphire hugging it out with Smiley. And I'm like, what are we watching? What are we literally watching on this TV show? Like, no, seriously. What are we watching? What are we watching? Because none of it is making sense to me. And I need to understand why. I need to understand why.
Nah,
I need to understand why. Like, it was literally giving this right here.
nah, man. Nah. Nah, man. Nah. Nah, man.
And as y'all can see with my comment right there, I said it's the overacting for me. Because it's like it was given, yes, y'all, we did that. Good scene, everybody. And that's what kills me. It's the overacting. It is the overacting when it comes to this show. Because after they done hugging, everybody and their mama hugging, then you got the whole moment that happens between Tasiki and Tasiki and EBT. Then you have that whole moment, which is a clip that I played, and I'm just like, what is this? What is this? What is this? Everybody hug, like, what is all of this? Then we get inside. We got all of the girls sitting there. You got some of the girls eating. Seem like everybody snacking on something. You got Chinese food. You got Doritos. You got chow. I know it smelled like Baddies up in there. I know it smelled a hot ass mess up in there, especially with Rollie standing there in front of everybody. And we already know that Rollie already smelled like, I know it must have smelled like 1,000 ways of how to die from funk up in that motherfucking room. I know it had to. Because they sitting there eating Chinese food. You got Sky in the corner eating smart popcorn. Okay, you got Rollie just smelling like a damn odor. Like 1,000 girls in there with pussies. Half of them ain't washed yet. Like, it was a lot going on. And Natalie's like, no, we're not done yet. We got to get some more drama going. Okay, everybody hasn't apologized yet. And I feel like there's still a couple of more beefs. So she decides to go ahead and take Scotty and Mac into the kitchen so they can have their own beef. And again, it's given the whole hug scene. Like, I do not like the fourth wall breaking. I do not like the fact that we understand that these are reality shows. We understand that things are scripted and staged, and like, we are all pretty versed with how these reality shows work by now. What I don't like is when the cast is in on the joke too. You're not supposed to be aware of the cameras. You're not supposed to be aware of the fact that you're on a reality show because you should be filming your reality. That's not what this gave. As Scotty and Anna are sitting there going back and forth, you got Camilla and Natalie just sitting there eyeing the camera and laughing, looking back and forth at both of the girls and just sitting there laughing. And then you got my baby Punch. Y'all know my baby Punch. He gonna be in every scene. Y'all already know Punch gonna be in every scene. I hope Natalie and Zeus paying him well. I hope Natalie and Lumel paying him well. Because y'all already know that Punch is gonna be at every scene. Y'all already know that Punch is gonna be at every scene. I hope Lumel is paying him well. Okay, if they making 18 million monthly, baby, he better be getting 10. Okay, the way that he is in every scene, breaking up every fight. Okay, he is the hidden 20th cast member on this show. But you got Anna Meg and Scotty sitting there fighting over. Honestly, who even cares about the arguments? I don't care about the particulars. They going back and forth. Like I said, Camilla and Natalie sitting there arguing. Well, not arguing, but they sitting there laughing at them arguing. Scotty is trying to feed her chicken nuggets, and I'm just like, I could have sworn we did this before. Maybe it wasn't on Baddies. Maybe it was Drew with Latoya and the doggy biscuit treat. Like, well, we've done this before. And Scotty, it's not. All of y'all are aggravating my soul at this entire point. Like when I say I was annoyed and aggravated by every last person on this goddamn cast, aside from Biggie, surprisingly, she's the only person that did not annoy me this episode. She's the only person. Let's keep going. Meanwhile, in the other room, as you can see, EBT is sitting there annoyed. Like, we can't, because people were trying to come online and be like, oh, no, Biggie had a dude run up on EBT, and we'll get to that. But, you know, people were trying to make all of these excuses or whatever for EBT. But the whole time that Biggie was in the room talking, EBT was sitting there grilling her. And why was Biggie talking? Biggie was up talking because Biggie was basically explaining to Rollie, like, yo, I don't understand what our issue is, like, from one big bitch to another. I was trying to give you your respects. Now, I already broke it down in the last recap that I did. At the end of the day, Rollie tried to sun Piggy. Okay? She tried to sun her. And we can keep trying to run with this whole storyline and this whole narrative, like Rollie's trying to do, like, oh, you were trying to be all up on Stunner and I was trying to tell you to let it go. No, Rollie. That's something manufactured that you're trying to come with. The beef started back up at Baddies East auditions. The beef started between Piggy and Rollie at Baddies East auditions when they was going back and forth. Not even going back and forth. It was Rollie trying to sun and embarrass Biggie in front of the girls. Like, they were sitting there doing the auditions, and Rollie just kept telling her to shut up and da. Like, Rollie thought she was in charge of the girls at Baddies East auditions, and she was talking to Biggie like she wasn't shit. That's where it started. Like, we can't. Let's not take it all the way back to Stunner Girl and Baddies West. No. Because y'all was just together on Baddies East, arguing it down at the judges' table. Okay, so all of this that's happening now, it's Rollie. It's Rollie and her attitude. It's Rollie and her damn attitude. And so, you know, Piggy is making a whole bunch of sense because she's trying to break it down. She's loud. She's all over the place. In terms of like her anger and whatnot, but they're gaslighting her. Nobody's listening to her. Everybody's gaslighting her. Everybody looks annoyed, and it's like, just let Biggie get her shit off because she's not wrong. Then you got Swiss Rollie sitting there trying to mock her and trying to, you know, embarrass her and make fun of her and basically just, again, sun her and make her look like a child. And it's getting aggravating because now Sky decides to jump into it. Now Sky decides to get into it. And this is what I mean when I say, like, everybody on this show has annoyed me at one point or another, because Sky has been absent this entire time. Like I keep saying in every review, Sky is literally clocked in, eating up these people's food, sleeping in these people's hotels and Airbnbs, and like just taking up company's time, but she's not doing the work. Like, you clocked in, but you're not here to work. Like, man, you sitting here eating on company's dime, but you're not adding nothing to the plate. You're not adding anything. Like, Suki, I'm sorry. But yeah, I guess I could say Suki too. But when it comes to Sky and Saya, waste of a casting. Like, wasted cast members. Because Sky is virtually adding nothing to the show. I understand growth and don't nobody care about all of that. This is Baddies. This is Baddies. I want to see Black Ink Sky. That's why you was casted. I don't want to see no Sky New Evolution. No, I want to see Black Ink Sky. That's why you were casted. I want to see Sky versus Ra Ali at the P. Diddy party. That's why you were casted. Not this whole New Evolution. No. So the one time that Sky does get activated is to further gaslight Biggie and go in on her. Like, Sky, at the very least, what you can do is not say a damn thing. But yet, when you do speak up, you speak out against somebody who's actually making perfect sense, just to go along with the narrative of the house, because you want to be like oh my God. So I guess this was supposed to be Sky's chance for her to show why she's a baddie, because as you can see, she, like, the New York, it doesn't take much for us to get pissed off. It doesn't take much for us to get pissed off. And, New Yorkers, we have a very signature way of getting pissed off. You make us annoyed, we start getting into our masculine bag. Our voice started getting deeper. Our whole stance on it, like, everything just comes off harder. It just comes off more masculine. You know what I mean? And so you can see Sky getting into her whole masculine New York type of bag or whatever. And it's just like, Sky, is this supposed to be you getting activated? Is this supposed to be you doing your big one, big mom? Like, no, absolutely not. And before Sky could even fully clock in and show up to work, you got EBT that's like, nah, baby, I'm gonna cover your shift. Don't worry. Take the day off. I'm gonna clock in and cover your shift for you. Because EBT starts arguing back and forth with her, decides to get up and in her face and start yelling back and forth. And I'm just like, girl, EBT, what do you have to do with this? What do you have to do with this? Like, you are trying to make your mark. You are trying to make your moment. You really think that this is Bad Girls Club, and this is not. And you can tell that food stamp fraud thinks that this is Bad Girls Club. Judging from next episode, where she going to take Piggy's stuff and try to throw it in the pool. Like, girl, this is not Bad Girls Club. You need to calm it the fuck down. Calm it down. And I love the way that she was yelling in Piggy's face, and Piggy was sitting and not giving two fucks. She wasn't flinching. She wasn't doing nothing. She was just like, oh, hey, you yelling in my face, but like, you're doing the most, but like, I'm not scared of you. Now, granted, I don't know if Piggy is aware of who E.T. Scarface allegedly is. I mean, y'all act like she's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Y'all act like this girl is Muhammad Ali out here just knocking bitches left and right. I don't know, because y'all still seem to believe that Krishan, Miss Sneaker Ho, is the greatest fighter ever. So I can't really judge based off of what y'all saying. But it's clear as day that Piggy, like me, don't give too much a fuck about who the hell a Scarface E.T. is. Because the way that E.T. got up on her face and started yelling, and Biggie did not flinch one time, I was like, Biggie, if I didn't like you, I still wouldn't like you. But I can see how other people might find you likable in this moment. Like, because you doing it. You are the big one, but you're also giving your big one right now. Like, I like this. So after that, after all of that ends, because they end up getting into a scuffle. Hold up, I forgot to mention that part. They end up getting into a little scuffle, and Piggy doesn't really respond or react. Like, and honestly and truly, I'm not even gonna hold you. Piggy has been showing that if she wants to run up, she will. If she wants to run up, she will. If she want to fight a girl, she will. She's been showing it. She's not backing down. So I don't even think that she was scared when E.T. pushed her. I don't think it was that. I think it was more of like literally her feeling like, girl, nobody on this cast is understanding me right now. I'm talking. Y'all sitting here trying to embarrass me. And speaking of, that's the whole reason why her and Sky got into it, because Sky inserted herself into it trying to be funny. Like, because Rollie was sitting there making fun of her, talking about some balling and doing the whole airplane movement and all of that, and Sky was joining in on it. But then when they get mad when Piggy called her out, like, girl, we supposed to be cool. I'm supposed to be in your clique on your side of the house, but yeah, you sitting here laughing at this bitch jokes. Like, y'all all sitting here gaslighting me, and like, I'm feeling like nobody's like trying to listen to me or hear me out. So I definitely understood where Piggy was, because she was more so hurt and more so felt isolated and alone. Like, damn, like, I was really brought on the show to be bullied and ganged up on. And no shade, we're not gonna forget history. This is exactly what you did to Stunner Girl last season. That's exactly what y'all was doing to Stunner last season. Y'all bullied Stunner, and that's why Stunner ended up becoming a fan favorite. So I don't necessarily feel bad for Biggie, but I felt bad for her in this moment, isolated from the whole Stunner shit. But it's just like, no, Biggie, you're getting a taste of karma, because this is exactly what you did to Biggie to Stunner Girl last season. Your whole beef with Stunner Girl started because you wanted to strong arm her. The same way that Rollie is strong arming you and trying to sun you, you wanted to sun Stunner Girl and, throw your dick around and I'm a boss, I'm a CEO, bro. I'm a boss, I'm a CEO. And stun, try to sun Stunner Girl. And so now on second season, you can't handle that that's happening to you. But I did feel kind of bad. Again, I did feel kind of bad because, at the very least, I'm sitting here. I got these group of girls that I feel like I'm getting along with. I feel like I fit in more this season. And yet y'all all sitting there laughing at me. So not only do I have the girls that don't like me against me, I got the girls who I thought I was cool with, that I was actually in the house and I was friends with. I got them again. Like, damn, bruh. So I understood where she was feeling in that moment. And I understood why she didn't immediately react with anger to hitting EBT back, because she was more so hurt. And I get it. Like, her mind was just like, damn, like, I was brought on this show as a replacement. That's already a blow to the ego. And then on top of that, like, I was brought back and all of this is happening. Like, bruh, I feel like shit. And y'all making me feel like shit. So we get to the next scene, and that's when we see Natalie doing her whole gaslighting thing. She's sitting there on a FaceTime with Smiley. Mariah Lynn and Scotty come into the room, basically hang up the phone, and this is when Mariah Lynn lets Natalie know, like, yeah, we in New York, my sister coming out, my sister got her chain back, my sister got it on. Let's see if Smiley going to run up and get the chain. Let's see if she bold enough to do that to my sister. Like, let's see. So Mariah Lynn already making it known, like, I'm starting shit. Yes, I'm bringing my sister to start shit, and yes, we're gonna get active. But somehow, in some way, for the rest of this entire episode, they're gonna make it completely Smiley's fault. Let's get to some of these confessional looks, because T, what if 1 + 1 is 2 and 2 + 2 is 4? Then what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Please. If I get a pot of water, put some noodles in it with chicken broth, how the fuck I end up with pizza? Because what the hell is this look? And speaking of looks, Scotty, as much as you annoy me, this one is the best look that I've seen out of any Zues show, period. And this is the best that Scotty has ever looked. All the colors are sitting just right. The silver hair, the silver outfit, the pink. That is a Renaissance outfit if I've ever seen one. That's how I would have been dressed at Renaissance. Like, all of it is perfect. Color grading, all of it just perfect. Perfection. But y'all already know, because this episode gave nothing. It gave filler. That's all Zues shows give us filler. Y'all already know. Every time there's a big event, we got to talk about it in different sections and different groups and see how everybody feel. And oh my God. So we got Piggy sitting down. We got Smiley sitting down. We got Camilla sitting down. And this is another scene where I'm just like, Camilla, why are you here? You're another person that could go. Why are you here? Because you're not giving what I thought it was going to give. It's like, this how you know that this whole season was orchestrated and nothing is natural. And that's another thing that I loved about Baddies South, because Baddies South was new. So it had never been done before. So those girls wasn't pandering to social media. They weren't pandering to what they thought people wanted to see. They was just genuinely being themselves. And the beefs and whatnot evolved naturally. Whereas on this show, it's like everything is evolving based off of social media. And nothing is necessarily happening naturally. These girls are not acting or moving naturally. And it's just like, we're just going to do what the fans want to see. Because I understand that we older now. And I'm not saying that Camilla necessarily has to be getting into it with everybody and fighting everybody on the show. But I do find it kind of strange how we all wanted Camilla on the show, because we thought she was going to be whooping ass. And she's only fought one person, which is Natalie. And it's just like, now you just chilling. Now you on vacation. Now you like Scott, just borrowing company time. Like, I do find that weird. I find that weird as hell. But they sitting there having a whole conversation, just rehashing the same shit that we already know fucking seen 2 minutes before. Okay. And Camilla's trying to tell Smiley, like, basically the whole you a bully thing, and trying to get it through her head that, girl, you're a bully. I don't buy none of it. No, she's not. And I already explained why. Okay. And even while Smiley was sitting there, she does like some little head motion, and immediately Biggie and Camilla like, oh boy, like, what's wrong now? Da, 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 da. And I'm just like, y'all are dragging it. between the way that Biggie and Smiley are both getting treated, and then the fact that Biggie, like, you already getting sunned by everybody, but then you want to go and try to help sun Smiley. It's just like, I leave that girl alone. She's not as whatever they keep trying to paint her to be in these confessionals. Smiley's not giving that. Is Smiley a little weird? Is Smiley a little stalkerish and a little fangirly? Sure, okay, cool. But she's not this dark, twisted girl that they keep trying to make her out to be. Smiley is to herself. She chilling. She has not done shit outside of what she did at auditions. Everything else that she's done on the show has been a reaction. Has been a reaction to what everybody else has done. Period. So while that's going on, I got a clip in here missing somewhere. Yeah, I'm definitely missing a clip. But child, that's how you know it ain't worth talking about. Basically it was Sapphire, somebody else. Okay, I think it was Sapphire, Scotty, and Rollie, I think, that was sitting down. They was talking, Chad, who gives a fuck? Because clearly we don't, because I don't have a clip. So we get to the whole bus scene. And child, before we go ahead and get into what happened then, make sure that y'all go like this video. Go like this video.
This that don't get scanned tonight. This that no good man tonight. This that no keep Vanna white. This that no he gamble right. This that ball out on a nigga till his pockets fill it. Ball out on a nigga till his pockets fill it. Don't get scanned tonight. This that no good man tonight. This that no keep Vanna white. This that no he gamble right. This that ball out on a nigga till his pockets fill it. Ball out on a nigga till his pockets fill it.
Child. So we get to this whole van scene where the girls are like going to the club and whatnot. And basically, Natalie's in the van and she keeps telling the girls, like, damn, Smiley's blowing up my phone. Smiley's blowing up my phone. Smiley's blowing up my phone. Now, whether or not Smiley was actually doing that, I honestly don't think Smiley was. I think Natalie was putting 20 on 10 because Natalie's pandering to social media. She's doing her big one as producer, and she got to get the drama going, got to keep the drama going. And Natalie is the main one that has been saying since episode 1 that Smiley's weird because she's trying to get the girls to know in their mind, Natalie, that Smiley is weird. Smiley's weird. Smiley's weird. I don't think Smiley was blowing that girl's phone up. I don't. It didn't even look like that when they was, cutting back to the scenes. But Natalie's on the phone with Smiley, and I honestly, genuinely, truly think that Smiley was just calling her to check on, like, okay, so where are we going? Like, where do I tell the bus to go? Or like, what's the dress code? Like, what we supposed to be doing? I feel like the girls was probably like, oh, I'm getting ready. Like, listen, we've literally watched these girls sun each other. Whether or not it was genuine for them to tell Smiley to call, or they said it in a way of like, Smiley, we busy with our makeup. Like, why don't you call? Whatever. Smiley ends up calling Natalie to genuinely figure out, like, what's the plans, what's the way for the night. Somehow, all of a sudden now, Smiley is weird because she's calling and doing what they do every episode. So Smiley says, what's the dress code? I thought that we were stopping back at the house. Now, if you look at the other girls, I couldn't really tell if the other girls was really like dressed up or like because you have Biggie sitting in the front and she looks put together, but then she doesn't. And then you got the girls that kind of look like they got on makeup, but they like I couldn't really tell. But at the same time, I was just like, okay, like something is happening. Clearly there's miscommunication because something is going on. Something's going on. And mind you, too, all Smiley was asking was like, do I need to wear a hoodie? Because this was supposed to be a meet and greet. Here's what I need y'all to understand. Because originally I had thought about going to this, but I didn't. And I'm going to explain that in a second when I bring up that screen cap. But this whole thing started at like 5 or 6. And Natalie even made it a point to say like, yo, like, in New York, we got 2 different events. The Baddies Blunts events is not a club appearance, like, so we're gonna be there earlier. The whole thing, if I'm not mistaken, it started at 6, and they said that they didn't pull up till 8, but like it started at 6. And I remember when they posted the flyer, I was like, this is odd. Why they like? We know that Zues films these scenes in clubs. Like, I know they're not about to sit and try to film a club scene and make it look like it's 2 o'clock in the morning and it's really not. Like, why are they doing this? This is weird. This is New York. New York, like, I live here. Like, things stay open all night. Things stay open at 4 a.m. And then even after 4 a.m., we got afties that we go to like 8, 9 a.m. So like, what's going on? I found the 6 o'clock time weird. So Smiley strikes me as the type that is probably thinking like, I'm thinking like, girl, like it's 6 o'clock. Like I'm not used to being out this early. Like it's to me seemed like Smiley was really out of the loop. Her whole energy this entire episode, the last few episodes, it gave very much, I'm out of the loop. I'm only like, just clue me in, buzz me in on the important details. But other than that, like, girl, I don't give a fuck. Just let me know where to be, what time, da 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 da. But I'm not going to sit and act like, come on now. Like, this is a reality show. Like, Smiley doesn't strike me as a type that's intentionally gonna, just show up and look a mess knowing that all, like, come on now. Come on now. A 6 o'clock meetup, it wasn't given club appearance. So I can understand why she wasn't necessarily prepared. Okay, I can understand that. But Natalie gets on the phone and she's trying to embarrass her. She's like, no, put me on speaker. And she tells her to put her on speaker only to then sun her in front of the other girls. And I was like, that is mean as hell. That is literally mean as hell. You asked her to put you on speaker just so the other girls could hear you cursing her out and calling her weird and all types of shit. And I'm like, Natalie, you're turning into a bully. And I don't like it. So they pull up to the whole New York scene. Now, again, mind you, I said that I was originally going to go, but again, like I said with the whole Baddies East auditions, I know how these shits work. Whether it's Bad Girls Club, whether it's Baddies, whether it's a Zeus Network show, that many people, and I'm just going ahead and say it. It's not even the fact of being black, it's that many ratchets. It's that many ratchets. I don't like being around that many ratchets. Okay. And it's not a black thing because y'all try to make black and ratchet synonymous. Okay. Even though 9 times out of 10, the ratchets are of black people. You know what I mean? It's 2 different things. It's not a black thing. It's a ratchet thing. It's a hood thing. I don't like being at hood, urban, ratchet events like that. I'll go, but it depends on who's hosting. I need to know who, what, when, where, why, and how. Because 9 times out of 10, it's always a fight. Baby, I live here. I used to go to boxers in Chelsea all the time. I used to go to boxers in Chelsea all the time. And I stopped going there because every single time it was a fight. Every single time it was a fight. Every single time it was a fight. And then about a year and a half ago, summer 2022, I ended up getting jumped by 2 people. And I still kept going after. And then eventually I was just like, you know what? I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop because there's always some drama. It's always some drama. And again, it's not a black thing. It's a hood thing. It's an urban thing. It's a ratchet thing. It's like these many ratchets together, it's going to be problematic. And it doesn't matter any city, any major city. Because we see all the time how they be giving it up in Atlanta, how the gays be down there fighting. We see all of it. Like, it's just that many ratchets together, that many gays together, that many girls together. It's just going to be problems. So that's why I did not go, because I'm like, I'm not about to go. And these people be trying to sit here and do the most for TV, be fighting for TV, thinking that's going to get them a spot on the next season. Like, it's going to be a bunch of gay boys that pull up and be trying to fight because I might be on Bad Boy. Like, I'm like, let me miss all of that. And then aside from that, when I looked at the flyer, I know New York City like the back of my hand, especially Manhattan. And so when I got first alerted to the fact that they was going to be in New York, I'm like, oh, where they going to be? And I'm thinking of all of these cool spots that they could go. Then when I see where they was actually at, I'm like, this is not a club location. And that's exactly why it looks so packed in there. And that's why Natalie had to say, yo, y'all got to make room. Y'all got to let the girls through, because when I say literally, it was like they was inside of a studio apartment where they was, that location. That's exactly what the hell it gave, because this was literally right by St. Mark's on like East 6th Street and Avenue B and C or something like that. You know what I mean? This was in the East Village. And that area is tiny as fuck. It is small. It is, like cramped. And I was just like, I'm good on all of that. And that's why they all looked packed up in there. And then, so they get inside. They go in van by van. Natalie's van goes in first. This is what adds to the whole division. But Natalie's van goes in first. Then you got the second van that pulls up. And Scotty's trying to do her big one by getting on the mic and trying to be cute and creative in the morning by saying, oh, don't let them bitches in the club. Them sad bitches can stay out the club, because Natalie's saying no, opening up the floor, open up the floor, open up the floor, let the girls in. And Scotty's like, no, them bitches can stay outside. And then, you know, Natalie is sitting there laughing. You got Rollie laughing at her confessional. You got Sapphire laughing. Like, everybody in Natalie's van just finds it so funny. But then, yeah, we're going to be on the next episode. We're having our next group talk. And Natalie going to be like, what's all this weird tension? Where's it coming from? Bitch, it's coming from your people. Your people. It's coming from your people. Like, Natalie, you're not the only one that's sitting here ghost producing. Like, your whole entire house is ghost producing. And then every other episode, you want to sit and have these big talks and wonder, oh, where is all of this energy coming from? Where's this animosity coming from? Why is everybody so da-da-da-da-da? And it's like, Natalie, it's coming from you. Because you sat there and you let Scotty grab your mic and you did not say anything to her. Y'all, in fact, y'all all thought it was funny. So next episode, when the girls, you know, feel away about that, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing, because you should have pulled the mic back from Scotty, like, okay, enough, you're doing too much. But you didn't. You didn't. So, you know, they doing the whole product shots or whatever, because I was one of the people who said, Baddies been on for a couple of years now. They need to have their own merch. So I'm actually glad at the fact that, okay, they're doing Baddies blunts. But when I saw these white ass lighters, I said, everybody going to have. I don't know if it's a New York thing. I don't know if it's a smokers thing. I don't know if it's a pot head thing. I don't know what it is, but it's a thing. It's definitely a thing, and it's been a thing since I was like 15. So I've known about this for over 15 years, but we don't fuck with white lighters. We do not fuck with white lighters. White lighters is bad luck. If you don't know what white lighter, like the bad luck that's associated with white lighters, baby, do a deep dive on TikTok, okay? Do a whole deep dive on TikTok. Matter of fact, let me see if it's on TikTok. Because it's definitely a thing. You know, white lighters are bad luck.
This is why you should never use a white lighter. Janis Joplin, famous American singer-songwriter. She died at age 27, and they found a white lighter in her pocket. Jimi Hendrix, famous guitarist, died at age 27. They found a white lighter in his pocket after being pronounced dead. Jim Morrison, another American singer-songwriter who died at age 27 with a white lighter in his pocket. Kurt Cobain, famous American musician who died at age 27, and yep, you guessed it, had a white lighter in his pocket. Strange enough as it is that all these people died with white lighters in their pocket, but what's even stranger is that each of these people are part of the 27 Club. To get into this club, you have to be uber famous and die at the age of 27. There's already a ton of conspiracy theories around the 27 Club as it is, but once the news broke loose that all these famous people were showing up dead with white lighters in their pockets, the white lighter quickly got some bad juju. My friends and I growing up would huck our white lighters as deep into the woods as we could whenever we found one. Now, the white lighter curse has never been confirmed, but what do you think about it? Are you going to be using any white lighters after watching this video? This is...
Now, listen, like I said, I'm from New York. That's what we grew up on. And I'm 30 now, so I was 15 and we that's how we grew up. Nobody was using white lighters. Like, I don't care. Even if you walking down the street and you like, oh, can I bum a cigarette? Oh, whatever. Nobody is like using a white lighter. And even if you like try to bum a cigarette and they try to use a white lighter, you like, nah, I'm good. And then you wait for the next person that got a lighter. Like, we do not play that. Now, granted, like I keep telling y'all, I'm psychic and so with all of that, okay? But definitely, obviously, I'm into astrology and all of that. So there is some sort of astrological ties to all of that, because 27 is when you start your Saturn return and whatnot. But yeah, baby, we don't fuck with white lighters over here, okay? So the last scene. Oh, no, that's it. Is it? Is that it? Is that it? I think that's the end of the slideshow. I think, oh, no. Something else happened after that. Something else most definitely happened after that. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's a couple of things that happened after that. Let me go ahead and upload those things. While I'm uploading it, go like this video. Okay?
I go down and around on that guy. Bitch, you know how I rock. He gone, keep sucking it. He gone, keep whacking it. He gone, keep grabbing it. This pussy, immaculate. He gone, keep sucking it. He gone, keep whacking it. He gone, keep grabbing it. This pussy, immaculate. Pussy pop. Pussy pop. Damn. Pussy, pussy, pussy pop. Pussy, pussy pop. Keep going, keep sucking it. Keep going, keep rocking it. Keep going, keep grabbing it. This pussy, keep making it hot.
Okay, child. Y'all gonna have to like this video one more time because the clips ain't uploaded to the screen yet. So like the video one more time.
I do what I want cause who gon' touch me? I get to the green cause I'm all about money. I'm looking like cash. You looking like cash. I'm looking like bags. You hoes looking like sex. You bitches looking like you can't get in. Got a couple dollars if you need to live. If I don't give a time, nigga, he will spend. So unless she irrelevant. She's a bomb. She's a dime. Titties, hoes. It's a bomb. She got shine. She got bomb. She got moolah on her mind. She's a fine. She's a fine. She that bitch in a prime. Wanna grind. Wanna time. Take a number. Get it done. Ho. Walk it out. Hey, bitch better walk it out. Walk it out. Walk it out. Hey, bitch better walk it out. She's a fine. She's a fine. She that bitch in a prime. Wanna grind.
Okay, child, because I almost forgot a few details, okay, or a few Q details, okay. So we got Miss EBC. You know, I guess this is I don't know when this is the first club or the second club or whatever, but this is the second club because they was like, oh, we going to Acapulco, like child, abracadabra, ABCD 1 2 3s. I ain't never heard of that club in my life, but okay, that's where they was going, and I'm like, that sounds like a Queens type of club. It probably is in Queens. They go out to the club. You got EBT, aka food stamp fraud. She walking through the line with everybody else, and I guess some man bop her on the head and was like, "What's up? You know who I is? Big Piggy, Big Piggy. I'm doing a big one," or something like that. That he said to her, and of course, now this is going to reignite. I mean, not that the beef ever left, but this is going to reignite the feud between Piggy and EBT. Now, I already know people going to try to be like, okay, well, it was a man that touched her, that's crossing the line. And I mean, I'm not here to negate that, but what I'm here to say is that doesn't mean that Biggie sent that man. That doesn't mean that Biggie sent that man. See, let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all, because I keep telling y'all that the problem with this show is that they want to be Bad Girls Club so bad, but it's not Bad Girls Club because on Bad Girls Club, they did not have phones. They did not have access to social media. And I already said to y'all, these girls like to pander to social media and like to pander to the fans. So y'all not going to sit and tell me that Biggie did not immediately go online or go live or tweet something that let the fans know that her and EBT had gotten into it. And probably what happened is that a fan saw it, and then as soon as he, because every episode they saying fans come out and meet us. Y'all got to be careful with that, because this is how y'all end up having a situation like how y'all had on the Baddies West finale when the fans came out and they shot that shit the fuck up. And they shot the tour bus up and they shot the club up. Because y'all sitting here tweeting and telling us everything that's going on in the house. Y'all doing all of these Instagram lives like, yeah, I just got into it with this bitch today. I just got into it with this girl, and this girl said that, this, that, and the third. Okay, well, guess what? Because a lot of y'all don't remember, but I grew up on BGC and I was a BG stan. And I know how crazy, like y'all think stan culture is crazy now. Baby, Bad Girls Club stands. You think Beehive is bad? You think Barb's are bad? There's nothing like BGC Hive. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me when I tell you. Okay? And so you're not going to sit here and tell me again. I was there since season 2 of Bad Girls Club. I know the fan culture. I was on them oxygen boards, and I was there when the girl was spilling tea, the girl that knew Judy, and the girl that knew Stassi, and then the oxygen message boards disappeared. Like I was there before OMFG reality TV was Joey BGC blogger. I was there. I was a BGC stan. I know how the stands cut up. They're worse than the Beehive and the Barbs. You're not going to tell me that Biggie did not go live immediately discussing what happened because they were spilling tea all about all the fights and whatnot that happened on the show. I know because I was reporting about it on YouTube. You're not going to tell me that Biggie didn't go live about what happened between her and ET, and being that Natalie keeps telling the fans to come out and support them at the live shows, that it just so happened that one of Biggie's biggest fans was in the crowd, saw EBT, and decided to get his little moment in and hit her and say something to her. That's not Biggie's fault. Oh, well. Y'all shouldn't be allowed to record any and everything. Y'all need to be safeguarding, these events that y'all showing up to. But see, that's what happens when you make an $18 million monthly. You got all of these thousands of security niggas that you paying to be on screen to do absolutely the fuck nothing because y'all let them fight anyway. So what job is they really securing and doing? Because I still feel unprotected as a black woman. Like, this is what happens. You allow these girls to go live on social media. And then you tell these fans to just pull up to these places with no tickets, no nothing. This is what happens. So, oh well, EBT, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened to you, mama, but that's not Biggie's fault. So then at some point, wait, before we get to that, because you got Mariah in the confessionals. And this is another part that I forgot to mention because all episode, they just kept complaining about what Smiley was wearing, complaining about what she was wearing, complaining about what she was wearing, complaining about what she's wearing. Clearly, at some point, they must have stopped home or something because in the van, she was wearing one thing. And then when she got to the club, she was wearing something else. And she still looked presentable to me. But what we're not going to do is sit here all episode talk about what Smiley's wearing at the club, as though Mariah Lynn was not just sitting here talking to Natalie in this scene saying, I'm bringing my sister to fight her. So why everybody sitting there asking why Smiley got on fight clothes is beyond me. Maybe production tipped her off and said, this bitch gonna try to, okay. But I thought that shit was wiggity whack. I thought it was wiggity whack. And then here come Mariah Lynn's sister looking all types of lesbian. Like she a stud now. I thought, what happened? What happened at auditions? It was giving pretty girl. It was giving kind, but now she a stud. Child, here go Mariah Lynn's sister, Victoria, trying to come up and get her lick. And then security lets them fight. And oh my God, child. And then I totally skipped the part when Natalie asked, well, not even asked, but Natalie, single-handedly shaded Rollie without saying her name. And y'all heard how EBT going to jump in. I don't use deodorants. I use oils. Girl, them shit stink too. I'm sorry. Not to be disrespectful of anybody's religion, but listen, them shit stink too. I can think back to elementary where I trusted them little Muslim oils that they used to sell, and that shit did not agree with my body. I'm going to just say that because I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody's culture or anybody's religion. I'm going to just say it did not agree with my body. Okay, so EBT, I hope that it agrees with your body, whatever it is that you're wearing, because if Natalie has to do a deodorant check for a grown-ass woman that's above 30, for a grown-ass woman that's above 21, child, for grown-ass woman that's above the age of puberty, if she has to do a deodorant check, that's sad. And notice how you see Sapphire grabbing for it, everybody else grabbing for it, except EBT and Rollie, who both need it the most. And y'all can do a whole deep dive on TikTok where everybody literally talking about how bad they be stinking. Shall I pull it up? Matter of fact, let me go ahead and do that. Let me send y'all out of here with a
snuck in here, clocking, went through our stuff, clocking, stole the phone, clocking, downloaded a text. Snuck in here, clocking, went through our stuff, clocking, stole the phone, clocking, downloaded a text. Snuck in here.
And you can go through the comments. Rollie faced after she said it. No, because we really need to talk about how ET was talking about Smiley's outfit to the club. Like we forgot about hers. Did y'all peep when Rollie was passing ET the blunt and she hesitated? Literally, that's why Rollie was so quiet all of a sudden. I said the same thing. She didn't even flinch. Rollie funky ass had the nerve to not use it like it wasn't meant for her. Like when Rollie called Smiley smelly, she always projects her insecurities. Did y'all peep how Sophia turned her head quick because she got a whiff of Rollie and thought it was herself? Rollie need to understand she is big. She be having a double or triple. She can't just have one go and be good. Oh, being big has nothing to do with how many swipes. She just doesn't have good hygiene. That part. Yeah, that part. I didn't say swipes. I said double and triple, meaning everything. Swipes, showers, shit, some baby powder. Oh my God. No, because Rob was really sweating like, girl, all you did was go up and down the street. Oh my God. I was scanning the bus looking for Rollie soon and she said it. Oh my God. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find the other clip of. Wait, where's the other clip of when they was on the bus? I think it was this clip right here.
Look at
Oh my
the whole
God.
street.
Are you so excited? Probably.
Glasses or no glasses?
Wait, no.
Oh, look at this shit. Look at
Oh my
the whole
God.
street.
Are you so excited? Probably.
Glasses or no glasses? Oh, look at this shit. Look at
Oh my God.
No. That's not the clip. Where's the clip? Where's the clip? It's a clip of them on the bus.
look at this shit. Look at
Need some replacement.
look at this shit. Look at
Oh my
the
God.
whole street.
Are you so excited? Probably.
Glasses or no? Look at this shit. Look at
Oh my
the
God.
whole street.
Wait, she ain't saying Rollie stinks. She's saying E.T. stinks. I don't think
Need
she...
some replacement.
Look at this shit.
Wait.
Oh my
The
God.
whole street.
Are you so excited? Probably.
Glasses or no?
Wait. Okay, I guess that's one of them, but no. There was an actual clip where there was a clip. Oh, wait, right here.
Has a little smell.
Oh, Sprinter. Shot. Yes. Yes.
That is so cute.
I gotta go back.
Natalie said it has a little
Has a
smell.
little smell.
Oh, Sprinter. Shot. Yes.
And the fact is that Natalie has said there's a little smell as Rollie was getting on the bus. Listen, that's funny, but like the optics of it, she couldn't have been talking about Rollie because Rollie wasn't on the bus yet. But E.T. had just turned around. I think that's when E.T. had on the skirt and she had just turned around. Let me play it one more time.
Has a little smell.
Oh, Sprinter. Shot. Yes.
Because Natalie said that right as E.T. turned around with her skirt. Oh my God.
Has a little smell.
Oh, Sprinter. Shot. Yes. Yes.
That is so cute.
Let me go through the comments. Why did I feel like she was talking about E.T.? She said it as soon as she went past. It was definitely about Rollie. Tommy even tweeted that Rollie stank and Biggie talked about it. It wasn't about Rollie. It was about E.T. They both stank. And look dead at Rollie. Oh my God. Child. Well, that was Baddies East for you. Child. We're just going to keep trying to stream roll through the rest of this goddamn season. Y'all see all the tea that's going on online. Camilla, listen, everybody and their mama want to fight Rollie, but then now everybody and their mama like, girl, if I even get to the reunion, okay, Camilla talking about something, Rollie, we can meet up and we can fight off camera. No, bitch, that's not what you're getting paid to do. And I love how all of a sudden all of these girls trying to act like they live in mansions and they Gucci the fuck out and they got all of this money. When, first of all, y'all showed up on this show because y'all wanted money and y'all wanted check and y'all wanted a job. Like, I don't understand why Zues does not make these girls contractually obligated to show up to the reunion. I don't understand. You do not have no. You need to be able to show up to the reunion. If you was committed to doing the season, then you need to be committed to finishing the season and showing up to the reunion. I'm sorry. I will never agree with that. That just does not make sense to me. But definitely let me know what y'all thought about all of this down in the comment box below. Go to my website, thealanaSouls.com, to book you a personal reading. Also, go ahead over to the Patreon. I'm trying to build that platform up, you all. And then that I have a lot more. Come on, 444. Ooh, God, it's so funny. Now that I have more consistent internet, now we can do a lot more things. Okay, it's gonna be a lot more videos, a lot more often. So I might even start putting up some baddies tea. But I mean, I think we all kind of baddies out, but. Child, let me know your comments and thoughts below as if I give a F. And definitely make sure you stream my music as if you give a fuck. And I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Bye.
Booty congregation, put that booty